For months, Ontarians have been urged to stay home and avoid all non-essential travel.
But international flights continue to arrive in Toronto, and despite rules requiring a negative test, some of those flights are carrying people infected with COVID-19. CTV's Rahim Ladani joins us now live in studio with more. Rahim.
Well, Zoraida and Michelle, a spokesperson for Canada's transport minister, told me today that international arrivals by air into Canada are down 33% this year. However, the numbers also show those who are traveling are bringing COVID-19 back with them into the country. This plane landing at Pearson International arrived from London earlier this afternoon. It's one of many international flights still entering Canada, despite the federal government's plea to avoid travel.
I see these planes flying in, one after the other, And every time I look up in the sky, I'm thinking, how many cases are coming in? This has to stop. It's absolutely critical.
On January 7th, the federal government made it mandatory for airline passengers entering the country to show proof of a negative COVID test taken within 72 hours before their flight.
People aren't just staying put during those 3 days. They might be moving about, still on the beach, moving around the hotel.
During 2 weeks after mandatory testing was brought in, there were 156 COVID exposures on international flights in and out of Canada. 76 of them landed in Toronto. Of those, 10 came from Montego Bay, 6 from Cancun, and 6 from the UK, where a new COVID variant was first detected.
We're going to control these new variants coming in. We have to have kind of like a catch and release kind of system. We're creating a safe zone in Canada. And so we want to get rid of all the new variants that are already here, but we also prevent further cases coming through.
Experts are calling on the federal government to enforce a mandatory hotel quarantine for returning travelers at their own expense, a move already in place in Australia and one the UK could announce as early as Tuesday.
As long as planes keep on landing in Canada and as long as there's no mandatory quarantine in some type of federal facility, the front door is still open.
Ottawa pushed back today, saying Canada's quarantine rules are tough, but it is considering further measures.
Given the virulence of the virus in the world today, our government absolutely is looking seriously and carefully at measures to further guarantee the toughness of our border measures. We're looking at that very actively right now.
There's also a push for the federal government to clearly define what essential travel is. But Ottawa has cited banning Canadians from traveling abroad could infringe on constitutional rights. Now, more measures to slow the spread of COVID-19 may be coming to Ontario, as the Premier is expected to make an announcement from Pearson Airport tomorrow. Reporting live, I'm Rahim Ladani. Zoraida, back to you.